Hello, welcome to Force 13 Extra Live. We are on the ground in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Force 13 Main did a live event earlier covering the latest on Erin. Hurricane Erin, that is, which is located about 170, 180 kilometers away from the Turks and Caicos Islands. We are on the island of Providenciales, which is the main touristy island on the western side of the island chain. We're about to fly a Cessna Citation into the hurricane. The National Hurricane Center 11 AM advisory just came in, and it is giving the storm winds of 140 miles per hour and a pressure estimate of around 935 millibars. Before we go anywhere, we got to make sure the disclaimer. Basically, we have no idea what we're going to find when we enter the storm in the simulator, but it is a simulator. It is not real, and it is not likely to be exact with the conditions that will be faced wherever we are. Definitely do not use it as a tool for making life and death decisions. The storm itself on satellite imagery, I've got to tell you, looks pretty poor in latest frames. Southern side really flaking out. But enough chatter. We're going to get off the ground shortly. You can hear booming thunder above me there. We're not going to do it that much by the book. We'll just take the parking brake off and just turn around. And hope that I don't get jip off the rudder pedals. I think I've fixed them. There was a major problem with the rudder in testing. But hopefully it's been fixed. Jack is also here.
Hello.
Is anyone else here? I can't even check that right now.
No, it's just me.
Lovely. So we've just got Jack with us, and you can hear on and off rainfall as well. I think we will...
It's one of the days we'll probably get Ethan.
You can chat to us live in the live stream chat as well as we go along. Let's see if this works. What? Why are we dinging? I'm only giving a little thrust. Why aren't we moving? Oh, now we're moving. Okay.
Oh.
I wanted to go right, by the way.
What's happened?
We're... Oh, I swear to God, if it hits the wall. Please, go that way. Please. Thank you. Come on, turn. Man, it is... The control is... It's not quite as bad as last time, but it is still... Left, please. Left, thank you. Come on. Now I think I've got it under... No, I haven't. Stop the plane!
Oh, no.
Turn right.
What is that?
I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to put the throttle up until it turns with full rudder right. It's not even turning. This thing won't turn right. Turn! 1 second. Are we going to turn this thing? How are we going to line up with the runway if I can't even get this thing to turn? This plane, guys, the controls in general in the simulator are really awful. The rudder evidently doesn't work. And now it won't go at all. Are we thinking of going now? Oh, we are. Come on. Oh my god. It won't turn right. It just won't turn right. One second. What the hell is going on down there? Hello. What happened to turning right? Oh, look at this. This is without any controls. I'm sorry. This is just completely not working. I can't get it to be normal.
What's going on?
I can't get the rudder to behave normally at all.
Why you
It's just
don't even use the runway? Just take off.
no. We don't do things like that. I'm gonna have to now turn left another 180. Now it wants to turn. Make your mind up, please.
What is going on?
Can we turn around now? Please. This is ridiculous.
Please. The rates.
This is not fun.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know how anyone is supposed to use these controls properly on the ground. Once we're in the air, we'll be fine. But I tell you what, ground... Okay, I can get it to turn left alright now. But good luck trying to get it to turn right in a second.
What is going on? That's weird, man.
Alright, how do we get to the runway? Do we have to use part of the runway and then do a U-turn at the end of it, I think? Not that we're going to be going onto the runway, because it's going to turn too far left again. Now we're going right, okay. Now we're going left. It'd be nice if the plane could make its mind up at some point during this flight. Or drive, as it so far is. There we go. Now we're getting it. There we go. We got it now. But we still got to do a U-turn. And then fly into the storm.
It's gonna be a drunk flight.
No, it's not going to be that bad. Turn? Just flat out ignoring me now.
Oh.
There it is.
That was famous last words, you saying that.
The amount of
What is
fighting
that?
I'm having to do just to get the plane to turn right a little bit. Hello? Oh my god! Hello! I'm going straight / right and it won't go...
What is going on?
Oh, why are you going again? Going the wrong way at that?
Oh no.
Hello? Look at them! They're completely wrong. For 1 second there, we were doing okay. Can we go right now? We really need to, because we're off the runway. And I don't want to hit some trees. It won't go right. It's going to go left when it wants to go here. I'm still trying to figure this out. There we go. Okay, I've got some control back. This should not have to happen on these things. Hello? What? I am turning right!
Oh no.
Look! Are we thinking of going right now? That's going to go straight left again, isn't it? No, it's got nothing to do with the storm. But we're not even getting very strong winds here, I don't think. They're not even showing up. Can we go right? No, we can't. We have to turn left then. We're going to do another loop round to the left just so that we can go right. Now it doesn't want to do that either, we're going into the trees, okay. This is why I've given up on this game. I've gone back to 2020 just because of the controls. can't go left or right now. We're going into the trees, so I don't know what to tell you.
What is going on?
Are we going to turn left now? Please.
Ben suggested in the chat, have you considered a different plane?
Might need them all like this. Oh my god, this is useless. Slew mode. Fuck it.
Slew mode.
I've had enough of this. Let's take off. I'm not, you know, we're not serious enough to... Look at that! I'm straight! What the hell is going on? Start again. Right. I will demonstrate to everyone that the plane is facing in an absolute straight line. Hello, the plane is in a straight... Stop the plane. Oh my god! Stop the plane! I think I'm going to quit this event.
No.
Seriously, I'm thinking of quitting this event and just writing a very bad review about the game. Because it's absolutely impossible, clearly.
What is...
Can I trust this thing to go in a straight line?
Why don't you just...
It's already gone. Can't move 2 feet! Sorry, I hate having to do this on a live stream, but
going on?
we're going to have to change something. We're going to have to get rid of all settings for these things, because it is absolutely busted.
What is going on?
We're not using rudder at all. Right, rudder is not going to be used at all now on this flight. I don't know how we're ever going to turn when we land again, but that's just something we're going to have to do. I swear to God, if it still turns left, it is still wanting to turn left. I'm going to try and get up in the air as quickly as possible before it turns left all on its own, like it's trying to do very, very badly. You see, now I've completely removed those controls. You can see that that was the problem. It means I can't turn the plane whilst on the ground, but at least we can get into the goddamn air.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we're now going to go to Hurricane Erin.
Oh, there we are. Let's go.
And we get to look at the beautiful island of Providenciales in the Turks and Caicos. There it is. Alright, shut up. And some of the resorts there as well, and on the other side. It's quite a small island, one of the many that form the Turks and Caicos. There's some of the other islands of the Turks and Caicos up ahead of us. Now let's get some altitude, because the storm is a little ways away. Sorry?
We made it.
Yeah. But I've proved that it was 100% the controls. Literally being absolutely useless, so... Let's get the autopilot in play here, so that we can relax.
That was a long old blooper. That is lovely water.
Yeah.
Nice look.
It was. Alright, so the hurricane is ahead of us, as you can clearly see. Let's hop over to the other side of the plane, if I can remember how. Nope, I can't remember how.
Okay.
I can't remember how to get to the other seat on the plane. Oh,
Like the
shift.
tropics of the chat.
There we go. That's the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Yippee.
In particular, the Caicos Islands. Very pretty. It's a daytime flight, unlike the last one we did, which was nighttime into Hurricane Iona, if you remember that, here on the Force 13 Extra channel. Beautiful. Hopefully we'll get some good readings. In fact, we should probably do like a little, maybe play a little game with the viewers, and see, yeah, hold on, can I do a poll through this? Yes. I'm going to do a poll.
Good poll.
What category will Flight Sim Recon find? Because we know how crap sometimes that Recon can be. We need 4 options. So we're talking about wins. Let's see what people think.
Talking about wind.
Imagine if it only gets TS wins. That has happened before, though, in a storm as strong as this.
I mean, it literally did, didn't it? With,
Yep.
like, when it was first peaking. In real life.
I can't remember now. But when we were live, not live, when I was doing some test flights into Erin, it was getting Category 1 wins when it was a Category 4. But, on the other hand, one second. On the other hand, what storm was it? There was a storm that I flew into that was really strong.
I have no idea.
I've no idea.
What? Did you stream it?
No. Every time I do a stream for these
Yeah,
flights, they turn out being rubbish.
Oh.
People think I'm just making it up.
Siri?
No, much recent.
Ready?
1 second, let me try and find this. So... Oh. I don't know.
Most people go Cap 1 or Cap 2.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. It's probably what it will do.
I went for that one as well.
August the 12th, we did Podal. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I flew into Typhoon Podal, it got 100 knot sustained winds with a gust to 147 knots, Cat 5.
What?
Cat 5 gust, Cat 3 sustained. And that was actually stronger than the storm actually was, so it can happen sometimes.
Yeah.
It was 1 category higher than Podal was at the time, so as you can see here, we're already into the outer parts of whatever it's called, Erin, and then we're going to be there's a much thicker cloud coming up in front of us here, so it's pretty soon that we're going to be entering it properly. It's not that far to fly, so we'll probably only go to about maybe 20,000 feet. Nose down a little bit here, just so that we get a nice view of what's going on, and you can see sort of like the circular motion. I mean, it's pretty good for a simulator. Now let's hope it's got a good eye for us to look at.
Be as good as Atsami 20.
And we're getting winds up here at this level of 64 knots already, and we've only just left the island. That, of course, is at great altitude, though. But it'd be interesting to see how that poll goes. Most of you think it will be a Cat 1 to 2. 22% think Cat 3 to 4, and no one thinks it will become a Category 5. It will be. No one thinks that Recon will find Cat 5 in the storm, which I think is a good decision. Imagine if it did, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're all wrong.
You're all incorrect.
Never mind, Charlie.
Yeah. Reaching 15,000 feet. No, not Cat 7.
Wow.
So don't forget, officially it's 140 miles per hour now, 935 millibars, pretty much confirmed by Recon. So that's the yardstick, and we'll see what our virtual Recon flight manages to find. Don't forget, we've also got our automated stream on the main channel as well, which is showing all imagery and nice stuff about Erin. Just gone through that cloud, lots of thunder and lightning. Ooh, that's a hot tower over there. Looks like one.
Up, up, up. Puppy, puppy, puppy.
I think I've got the weather radar switched on and it's not... Oh, no, there it is. Okay, that's more like it. Weather radar. And I think actually, that little cluster... Yeah, you can see my mouse. I think that is the inner eye wall. And this is the eye. Yeah, I think that's the eye there. So quite rare that you actually get to see an eye shape on the flight simulator. It most famously happened with Teddy, in my opinion, way back when. But that certainly looks like the eye. So we'll see if that ends up happening. What are your thoughts on how it looks so far, Jack?
Looks fine.
Fine.
It is.
Ooh, it's bouncing about a bit.
So it's slightly delayed for me.
Yeah.
But it looks nice.
Bit of turbulence. Sorry?
What's going on? There's some nice clouds. Turbulence.
Very much so.
I like your the registration.
Yeah, 9
No.
No. If anyone doesn't get the reference, it's because Yorkshire people can't say no properly, they say no instead. It's quite funny. They also say eek. That looks like a nice looking eye wall up ahead, actually. I remember a real-life recon flight of Cecil in 1982 that looked quite similar to that. Quite ominous. Well, I say I remember it, I wasn't there, but I remember seeing a picture of it.
Altitude.
Altitude. I mean, we're at altitude now, nearly. And it is bouncing around. So yeah, we'll probably poke into the eye whilst we cruise at about 20,000 feet, and then when we get in the eye, we'll circle down to the ground and get a center pressure fix. Obviously, real world recon would drop a song down there, but we can't do that in the flight sim. So we'll actually get the plane to be the song and fly right down to near the surface and get an inferred pressure.
Humming a song.
What's that?
Descending drop song.
Yeah, descending drop songs, that's a good song. I can't
Yeah.
play music on this machine, Jack, but you can. If you
I
like
can.
all. If you want to be a
How do I
music
do-
dispenser,
How can I do that?
but that is up to you. I'm sure people might
No.
like to listen to some music playlists whilst we do this, but I don't know. We're about to really get some heavy weather here, because this is what appears to be the eye wall, and the eye wall would therefore be open on the northwestern side, over there. Well, that's probably not true in real life.
I have a DM from Christian.
I'm sure he'd love you to read it out on air.
I'm not doing
Good. Oh, more people are now thinking we might catch Cat 3 to 4 winds. We'll see. I gotta caution you though, I think I've only ever gotten a Category 3 equivalent on the flight simulator twice.
twice.
I think so. And now we're going straight into this big, nasty looking cloud. Look at that, man. That's crazy.
Room for 3. Oh wow.
Hold on to your hats, everyone. Might get pretty rough. Well, there's 96 knot winds there, at obviously very high level, but just to give you an idea there, what winds we're getting now. Can't see much obviously, but we're bouncing around. Winds haven't gotten any stronger as we got in the clouds, but still hovering around 85 to 90 knots. Oh, we can see a little bit again. Very interesting structure on the flight sim, even though it's not going to be accurate. I don't think that was actually the inner eye wall. There may be another one up ahead. I think there is, or at least big cells.
We're in storm. We're in Ethan's camp.
Yeah. Really empty over there. That's not the centre of the storm,
Yeah,
is
look
it? It
there.
shouldn't be. You can tell at least all the way from up here where the centre of the storm would be, because the waters would be totally calm, and as you can see they're not over there. So that's not the centre. That's a massive opening, which probably isn't actually there.
It's an air bubble, mate.
Radar's become a little bit less clear now on where the eye actually is. Then again, it looks like we might just be about to enter it here, because that cell there looks really, like, rotational. Hold on, let's zoom in. That one. that really looks like an eye wall. You don't really get to see that on the flight sim. That's really impressive. It looks like an inner eye wall, and this obviously then is us entering the eye, if that's true. I just don't know. But one way to know that you will have passed the centre of the storm if we fly through it is obviously the wind direction is going to change. As you can see, we're nearly at 100 knot sustained winds now as well. I've lost visual again. Whoa, what happened there?
You guys are still on air.
Oh, hi Nick. Welcome to 413 Extra's live stream. Yes, you are still live, Nick.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the main channel.
No. The wind went absolutely bonkers just then. We lost tons of it. Look at the airspeed go. This is crazy turbulence now. Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
This
Oh
is
my
incredible turbulence.
Oh, welcome, Matt.
This is if this was real, this would be very bumpy. Very, very bumpy. One of the worst turbulences I've seen. Wow.
So, what does 413 recon say?
We don't have anything yet, but we're going to get our first pass shortly. We drop down to the eye, get a pressure reading, and then try and get some winds. Ah, here we go. We're clearing up again. This might be the eye now. Let's see. Ooh. Does it look like an eye? It might. Oh, that looks like an eye wall for sure. Look at that. That's amazing. I believe we might be in the eye. Yep, it looks like the eye.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
This is the eye of Erin.
Oh man,
Let's now descend.
that was quick as hell. What?
What? Whoa! Man,
Those guys.
wow.
Oh my. That was shaky as hell.
Okay, down. Down, please. Some really, really strong wind gusts that we are getting battered by as we entered the eye there. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, it is open on that side over there. It looks partially open over there towards the northeast. In fact, it looks like the southwest, which is what we just went through, is the strongest.
What?
Yeah.
I was not
Oh,
expecting
yeah,
that.
I'm looking at you on the tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which tracker?
Volanta.
Uh-huh.
If only there was like a layer to see weather.
Well, Ethan
it
had
works.
one.
Never mind, it does not work.
No, it doesn't work. It worked when we did Podal. Anyway, now...
Oh, it's
Sorry?
like real-time radar, I think. No.
Christmas confused me.
Oh, Christian's confused? Doesn't
Well,
take
we're
much
both-
though, does it?
Oh.
Sorry, Christian.
He's not watching.
I know what you wrote earlier though, and I was tempted to say big bumpers.
Yeah, I heard your reaction.
Yeah.
You laughed slightly.
So this is the eye. Let's in a minute we'll start executing a turn, we'll do a 180 at least, and then you'll be able to take a look at what we just exited earlier. I went through this because I think the southwestern side looks the most impressive on the simulator. No, let's turn left actually, or left-hand turn. Alright, now we get a lovely window view of the western half of the eye, with that massive gap for some reason, which probably shouldn't be there. And then next to it, those massive clouds that we flew through when we came in from the southwest. And had some really impressive turbulence in them. So, there's your photo opportunity. I mean, if we forget about what the rest of the eye wall looks like, there's your good picture of the eye. That's what we sort of expect to see when we get planes flying into these beautiful storms. That kind of viewpoint. Holy. Very pretty. That was... Nope, it's not finished our turn yet. Oh yes, we have. Let's do some more.
You're going due west now, is it?
Pretty much, and now we're going to turn south. And we're just going to keep turning until we drop down to about 500 feet so that we can get the pressure read in the eye. Why aren't we turning more? Wow, looks so impressive on radar there. I've not seen anything like this, I don't think, for an Atlantic storm since 2020 on the flight sim. So I'm really, honestly, I'm really looking forward to flying into that and seeing what it's like. Because we might get some really strong winds and at least something representative of, maybe something representative of what the storm's actually up to. Don't forget, this is just a simulation and it may not produce realistic results. Yes, Jack? Misbehaving?
No, I'm speaking to question.
Ah.
I can show Nick actually because I'm just on the screen so you can see. Just show Nick. Are you there?
Yep.
You see that?
Storm is really starting to struggle on in real life satellite imagery. Try and avoid those clouds if we can. Just whilst we get down, try and find that center fix. What's going on, Jack?
Well, I'm sending.
Whoa, oh my god. What the hell just happened?
What? Oh.
Oh, that's a 142 knot flight level gust just there.
Whoa.
Inside the eye. This is crazy stuff.
Inside the eye? What?
and still getting it. I don't know what that wind gust would have been that made the plane go like that, though.
But
I wasn't watching. But we're getting some really strong wind gusts here. Several Category 5 gusts just now inside the eye. We're still at 7,000 feet. Well, at least we think we are. We're going to have to reconfigure the altimeter. Let's put it down to what we think it might be. Let's try that and go from there. And then real recon won't have to do this, but we're going to have to go by radio altimeter and then set our actual altimeter to then find out what the pressure is. Real recon won't need to do that. They've got drop songs, they've got their own instruments. But my gosh, we're getting some strong winds. Let's make a left turn now. No, actually, I think we're still heading into the center. I forget which way the arrow should be pointing. Whether we're going in or out. Really strong winds though. Oh my god. Well, that's thrown us into overspeed because we're getting 148 knot gusts there, which just literally threw us right up. Pull out of that.
Autopilot.
Wild. Nope, come on. Back out of that.
Are you overspeeding or is that no, it's overspeeding?
Yep, we had a violent gust which threw us into overspeed for a bit there. Put the autopilot back on.
Autopilot.
Oh, it doesn't want to be on. Got it back now? Yeah, we got a bit of rain here. This is going to be a very bumpy flight. Very bumpy flight. Well, what's happened to our descent rate? Jack, what is going on over there?
Autopilot.
I'm just I'm just seeing what Christian's put.
Autopilot.
Autopilot won't hold anymore.
I'm sorry.
Autopilot.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Are we checking the other side of the eye?
I don't know if we're still heading into the eye or out of the eye right now if we're in the northeastern quadrant, but we are now getting 135 knot sustained flight level winds at 2,500 feet. That is the highest I have ever encountered on the flight sim. Right, we've now got the radio altimeter here, so we're actually quite close to what it is. 971 millibars right now.
Hi, Maury.
So this is really incredible. I think we're now getting Category 5 sustained flight level winds here.
Altitude.
Speed down.
Wait, what altitude are we at?
Oh, there's Maury.
Yeah, I just want to know what altitude we're at. I'm looking at the video.
We're going down to
Really-
500 feet if we can. Let's make it 600 just to be safe.
Oh, I see it. It's like 1,500 or
Yeah, it
something.
looks.
We're at 11.
It's about 2,000 feet on the tracker right now.
And now we're trying to get the pressure. Dreadful conditions. And if we still get Category 5 flight level winds at this point, you can probably call them sustained on the ground. We aren't at this point now. We're getting Cat 5 gusts still, up to 148 knots. And we're getting sustained of around 120 knots. So this is actually quite realistic. Trying to see straight. So I'm pretty sure we're heading out of the eye here. We missed the center. So I think we'll go ahead and turn round if that's a wise thing to do with these winds. It probably isn't, but let's do it anyway. Let's turn around and try and get into... Wow, these winds are incredible. They really are. And this is the northeastern side. Why is the plane banking like that?
Autopilot.
Let's not do that, autopilot, thank you. And why are we slowing down so much? Let's not do that either. Oh, who's in control here? Is the autopilot in control or not?
Autopilot.
Oh, now it isn't. I think they're back in control now. This is really going to detail how stressful it can be to fly in storms like these. Because I would honestly say that this is one of the most realistic that we've had so far on the flight sim.
This is great.
Yeah, so we're turning left a little bit more now, back towards the centre of the eye. Look at the tugging of the winds there, the turbulence. Incredible and nauseating.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got to watch our instruments closely. We're 670 feet above the water. Pressure around 970 millibars, and we've just received a 150 knot flight level gust there, times 2. And we're still getting sustained of about 120. So this really does support the actual intensity of the storm, well, winds. I'm not so confident we're going to find 935 millibars like Recon have though, but we'll see what it gets.
What if we got him so far?
What's that?
What if we got him so far in terms of
970.
Yeah, okay.
But it's coming down now. We're now 968.
Look at the actual.
So we're entering back into the eye now. You'll see the waters will gradually get calmer, and then you look out for visual cues, areas where the water is really calm, if there are any in this particular eye. I'm not sure if such a thing exists in the real world, but on the flight sim, the winds there'll be a spot somewhere where the winds are down to 0. We're getting buffeted here. Oh, we've really lost some pressure. Hold on a second. This is why I've got to watch the instruments real closely. So down to 960 now. Winds are a little bit lower, 97 knots sustained. gusts in the 120s.
Looks clear up.
What's that?
No, I just said it looks clear up ahead.
Yeah. That was really mean. That's the northwestern side, and I still think the southwestern side might be the strongest on the simulator. Or was when we came in. I don't know if it'll still be like that, but we'll find out. This is really quite exciting, actually. Really being bounced around again, and we've lost some more. 956, which is nearly the lowest pressure I've managed to capture on the flight simulator as well. I think the lowest I ever captured was 953. And I have a sneaky suspicion I think that was actually a game imposed limit. So I don't know if it will ever go lower than that. We'll find out. It's still going down. So we're now 954. Still getting some strong winds. Really wrestling with turbulence. The center must be very tightly wound when we're looking at the pressure center, because we're still getting strong winds well into the eye now. And another fall in pressure. Wait a second. No, maybe not. Looked like it dropped for a second there. So about 954. That's incredible. 70 knot winds with 130 knot gusts. Back to the right again just a little bit.
Is it possible to get that much of a difference between gusts and sustained winds?
Not sure even. I'm sure it is. Obviously, the bigger the gap, the rarer they are. Like rogue waves, I guess. You think about some of those, like the highest gust ever recorded was like over 200, like 250 mile an hour or something. Now what's going on? Oh my god, we're being thrown into speed here. And over speed. I have to pull up and out of that for a second.
Autopilot.
946 millibars. That's a record for the simulator. I can't keep this plane up. What is going on?
Autopilot.
Come on, autopilot. No, it doesn't want to. Wow, it is really throwing this stuff. Because the trim's on 41%, that'll be why. For some reason the autopilot put the trim on minus 41%. That's why we were about to crash the whole time there.
Autopilot.
Come on, autopilot.
Under
Autopilot.
400 feet per second now.
What's that?
No, I just said we're under 400 feet per second now.
I misread it. 948 millibars is the lowest we've got. That is still a record low that I've ever seen on the flight sim. That's quite remarkable.
Autopilot.
Shut up. Let's get us back to where we want to be. Have to sort of take evasive action there for a second. Why aren't we going down? Oh, that'll be why. I would say we got quite close to the eye there. I think we could still, the centre, I think we could still get closer though. We're now going to start turning right. Winds are quite low here, 38 to 45 knots roughly. So we're well in the eye. Pressure still 948. And so far, the maximum that we saw was at ground level or close enough, 120 knots, gusting 150. Which again is the strongest I've ever seen on the simulator, so this is really impressive. It's not to say that Erin is the strongest storm ever or anything like that, it's just that the simulator has managed to pick it up better than any other storm up to now. Things have gotten nice and calm here now, so we must be very close to the centre. Just waiting to see if we can get any more millibars knocked off the pressure estimate there. Thinking maybe not. Only 13 millibars out, that's quite good.
The storm in real life looks to have jogged to the north.
Ah, well, we've been looking out for that northward jog.
I mean, at least that's the eye. Yeah, it looks northwest. Northwest.
Oh my god. Like, that kind of thing would not happen in real life. What is the plane doing?
Autopilot.
No, turn back on.
Did it just shut off?
We got hit by a very unrealistic massive gust and then now sustained winds of 100 and something knots. That would not happen in reality.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Pressure's gone up. So we must have gone through now. Maybe that was it just then. Tell you what, let's just turn again and see if we can try and get the centre of that eye. I still don't feel like we've managed to catch it. Hello? Is this on?
Autopilot.
No? Yes. Okay. Let's try one more time there and then we'll fly the southwest side, which is going to be fun. And again, I'm not seeing as many cells on the radar anymore. Where are they? Oh, they're there on the south side, I think. No, even so, that's nothing compared to what we saw earlier. Oh, is the simulator up to its old tricks again, where it's just removed all of the interesting looking storms whilst we were doing this? Still searching to see if we can find the centre or get a lower pressure than what we got. 948. Must be very close to the centre of the eye here. Just going in one more time. And then we'll turn. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness me. This is crazy. Now we're flying back in again. And so it looks like I mean, if you want me to be an immersion breaker, I think what's just happened is that the weather updated and it's made the storm less strong. Because it does that whilst you're in the session. Because we're not getting anywhere near 948 millibars now. Wow. Now we've got a massive tailwind. Right, that's why the audio went there. This storm is something else. Oh, I've just been hit again. So now we've just entered the northeastern side again, by the looks of it. No, the eastern side. This storm is a tricky little thing. Oh, now the pressure is back down near 948. That's interesting. Right, let's just spend another moment here. We're turning back towards the north now, and then we're going to probably go west, and then we're going to sample the southwestern eye wall, or what's there of it, because I don't see much on the radar now. Yep, 948 millibars dead again here. Actually, no. Yep, 948. Probably the closest to the center that we're going to manage. I'm not sure there actually is a center on how this has been modeled, but we're pretty darn close to it here. Whoa. That's the point where we need to go left. Yeah, there it goes. I think what happens is you enter a new, maybe grid reference area and the weather changes. Which sort of messes up the realism, but okay. Let's fly southwest then. Ethan's ears will have pricked up at that point. And now go for the southwestern quadrant of the storm. We're going to go dead down there, 225. On the compass and see what winds we get. We are already getting 115 knot gusts, 70 to 75 knots sustained. Very interesting to see what we get once we enter the eye. Look at this though, that weather has changed so much since we got here. It doesn't look as much like an eye anymore as it did earlier on when we got here, which is a bit of a shame. I think then we will fly, like, it just looks like normal weather now. That's quite disappointing.
Normal weather?
It's quite disappointing. Normal weather with ridiculous winds. What the hell?
Autopilot.
Sorry about this. We had to do that. Just be warning again. It's very noisy. Okay. Autopilot going to behave? Yeah.
Autopilot.
Ah, it's tough.
Autopilot.
Why? Autopilot's not happy with me. Pressure's gone way up. So, I don't know. I'm very disappointed with what happened to the weather. That's sort of like been a game crusher for me there, because this was a beautiful eye wall before. Now if you look more left there, westwards that is, there's nothing there. You know? Anyway, thanks for voting in the poll. So far, we've gotten a strong, mid to strong category 4. Jack? Did I hear you?
No, I suppose you knew.
Oh, was it you? I can't hear with the plane noise.
Oh.
What did you want to say?
Oh, I was just saying, like, the... Oh yeah, it just looks like black clouds.
I know, I'm so disappointed in that.
I did just see light in the air.
We are still getting those winds, and it looks like the plane is about to crash. I don't know what Autopilot are doing. What are you doing, Autopilot? Hello? Oh my god. Anyone home? Apparently not. They're still asleep, aren't they? Why is Autopilot ignoring me now? It's just helpful to fly with the Autopilot just so that we can monitor the wind data, which I can't do 10 things at once. Are we on now?
Autopilot.
Sort of.
Autopilot.
Right. Back in control
Autopilot.
again. Sort of.
Autopilot.
Why? Why won't you continue to engage? Pressure here is 968. We're getting 100 knot sustained winds. Gusting 118.
Doesn't even look like we're in the island.
Yeah, this looks really rubbish now. This just looks like a normal day. What did they do to it? Shall I turn it off and on again? Shall I turn the weather machine off and on again? Can't even do it like that anyway. Let's let the slide a bit earlier. Oh, okay. That might not work.
Wow.
Oh, it looks like the clouds are coming in again.
What was that? Oh my god.
What? What? I didn't see it.
Oh, we appear to be in the hurricane now.
Wait, I didn't.
It hasn't updated yet.
You wait and see.
Oh.
Oh my god, you went back a few.
We might be in the hurricane now, again. This is how it should be.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell just happened there?
That was so weird. You did have to turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pressure's in the 970s. Autopilot on. Yes, let's go. Let's go. This is what you would expect in a hurricane, that's for sure. And we've just left that cloud, and we're about to hit another one, I think. This is what we're talking about.
Come on, Nick. I'll mute your mic. You're on Minecraft.
But we still didn't get 100 knot winds even in that rain shower there, which I thought we might have done. For our rail. So pretty much just going to be flying with just instruments for a while. There's nothing to see out the window. 75 knot winds here.
/save dash
So fast again. So now we're mainly looking at winds, not pressure. We're getting a few 105 knot gusts there. Oh, they're getting higher. We're only getting about 80 knot sustained winds. This is the southwestern side, I'm pretty sure still.
Don't say that around Ethan.
Oh, you missed it before, I said something.
Yeah, I know.
You said we're flying southwest.
We're flying southwest. And that is like, that's like the alarm call for Ethan to arrive. So following the rain, it's going to take us back towards the north, back towards the eye. Really getting hammered on down with rain and thunder and lightning.
Autopilot.
This is only 600 feet. You can't see the water. It's not far away. We're losing altitude. What the hell? Really lost altitude there. That's it. Get out of here. What on earth happened there? That looked like almost like a microburst.
Weird.
It threw us down to 100 feet from 700 in the blink of an eye. 3 seconds.
What? It was like 200.
Pressure here at this location is 969. Nope, 970. We're still getting some strong winds, around 90 knots sustained, up to 112 gusts. Real recon will not usually fly this low though. So this is interesting, we've not had as strong winds on this side than we did on the northern side. Even though when we first flew into the eye, it looked more impressive. We'll be exiting this cell shortly and then we'll see where we're up to. We might be back in the eye after this. You'll see just how quickly the weather improves when we exit this cell. And if we're lucky, we might have a nice eye wall looking feature, but it probably won't be. It will just look like a storm cell. Here it is. And that's us out of it. Yeah. It's still getting 106 knot gusts there, 90 knot, roughly 90 knots sustained, and we're dumped back into the eye again. Western side still looks quiet, a nasty looking cloud over there though. Eastern side still looking more interesting. So now let's go east, I think. And see what we can find over there. Using a bit more altitude. Back down to 966 millibars. Yeah, let's head for that cell there in the east-northeast. This could be quite a powerful one. Again, that is eye wall. And things might get quite interesting. Coming up on it fast. Bit more, no, not that much. 965 millibars here, and we're still getting consistent 100 knot winds, so that's gusts. And now we're entering this really nasty looking east-northeast eye wall now. Goodbye everyone. Are you prepared, Jack? I hope he is. Let's see here it comes. Watch those wind values again. This arrow. That bad so far. Oh, we've lost some more altitude actually. That's why he's shouting at me about landing here. Back into the 950s millibars here. As we've entered the east-northeast eye wall, we're now turning more towards the south, so due east eye wall. We're just going to be following more basically the worst part, the worst. Massive rainfall load there. But wind is pretty normal for this storm. Only getting about 75 knots sustained, but gusting nearly 110 knots. Don't forget earlier, when we first entered the storm, we ended up in the northeastern quadrant and we got 120 knot sustained winds and 150 knot gusts, and that is the highest we've ever found in a flight sim recon mission, followed by the lowest pressure ever found that we've ever found in a flight simulator recon mission, 948 millibars. So it's been a pretty decent representation of the storm. In the real world, Erin is 140 mile an hour winds, pressure 935. Pressure's gone up again now. Gusts. Maybe even more now. Yes, I think I just saw. Hold on, let's see if we catch it again. I think I saw at least 130 something. Every so often it drops again. Pressure is down again as well, 950. And we're in the eye wall. Briefly 950, it's gone back up again. Incredible noise. But yes, some aircraft have been lost in the real world. I believe it's 4 or 5 over the years. Recon planes, that is. Some planes have crashed. Civilian planes have crashed in the wider circumstances of storms. Wow, being thrown about again now. Knot winds, 145 knot gust. This is the worst part of the eastern eye wall.
Sounds good.
Quite good accurate representation.
Gone through the worst of it now. Or have we? Hold on. Sustained winds have gone down a fair bit there. So it looks like we're about to exit the eastern eye wall. Still getting those winds. Even getting 1 or 250 knot gusts there. And bouncing again. And we're about to be put into overspeed if we don't slow down a bit. 160? 170 knots?
What?
Okay, that's gone a bit insane. 270 knot wind.
No way.
We're okay. Now it's going to 300. Okay, now it really is going crazy. 350 knot wind. The game is broken.
Wait, where is this save on?
On the little wind barb there, we had something like a 350 knot wind, and now the plane is going to try and make me crash, isn't it? Yes. We have exited that.
Oh.
So at the very beginning of that, there was something like a 350 knot gust. Although sustained winds will be something like 100 knots. I think we'll put that down as a glitch. Let's all settle down.
Autopilot.
Oh, I think I see it. It's on the side, right?
Yeah, there's two little arrows, and with the...
Yeah, I see the picture.
Autopilot.
Okay, that was a bit insane.
Autopilot.
I just saw those numbers really just escaping, like reaching escape velocity there, and getting up to 350 knots. It's just, wow. I mean, those were instantaneous gusts, though. I don't even know if that has happened as instantaneous gusts at flight level. I don't know what the record is for that, but the sustained winds, which is the important part, which, you know, you got to look at the number and make sure it doesn't go below that for a whole minute. I didn't see anything supporting more than about 100 and maybe 110 knots in that
Autopilot.
eastern side, but that was truly remarkable. So what I'm going to do right now, because we know the weather's a bit faulty, let's do what we just did, like turn it off and on again. I don't really know how I did that before, but let's just, okay, yeah, I guess we just do that. And then see what it does. And then, that when it gives us the good weather, or whatever the latest weather is, we'll now do one more pass of the eye, and then I think we'll go. I think that's enough excitement for one day. What was that, Jack? We're going to fly through that eye wall again, though. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, it's just thrown me into the water. Thank you very much. There were 0 pilots that would have been able to
Altitude.
get out of that. That was just another game glitch, I'm afraid. And I'm going to crash again, I think. What is it doing? Yep, that's another crash. 1 second. Let's try and get the plane to something that we can control, please. Don't stall again. Please. Can we just fly? I'm gonna hand fly this for a while. Hold on, give us some more altitude. Let's give us some more altitude. Let's do some hand flying. I don't like. Everyone saw that. It literally just flipped the plane, inverted.
Yo.
Autopilot.
So we're gonna hand fly now for a while, and that's gonna be difficult with the trim set at 83%. Thank you, autopilot. Let's turn it back down to 0. Alright, we're back into the weather again. How wrong to be at? Oh, we're way high now. Alright, thrown back into this weather again. 120, not just 130, 107, there it goes again. 250, 300, there's that little gap right there. Look at those numbers. This number here. There's just that little area right there that goes absolutely wacky. I don't even know how high we are now. It's more than what it says. We have to pull out of that overspeed warning. We're going to get another one here. Let's just slow things down. So yeah, Erin has broke the game. You're right.
Erin broke the game.
There it is again. The overspeed. Yep, 200 knot winds again.
Wait, but how do you find this thing?
Well,
Oh, you just look.
you got to average it out over a whole minute, and over a whole minute, those winds probably about 100 knots. Do we have a visual reference anywhere? Are we exiting this cloud now? Might be for the best that we were. I don't even know how high we are. We must be high.
You're 6,000 feet high.
It might be more than that.
Well, now it's more than that. Yeah, it's just because the screen is behind.
Yeah, but that's reading low. Because I've not adjusted the altimeter yet.
Probably at like 15,000 feet.
We're over 7,000 feet.
Oh, we're going.
So whatever winds we get here, we can't rely on because we're at altitude. 130 knots there. So, in the write-up for this storm, it'll be 120 knot sustained winds on ground level, with gusts to 350 knots, and a central pressure of 948 millibars unless we find a lower pressure now in our next pass. Well, I asked for a hurricane, I got one, didn't I?
Oh, what was it? What's the winds then that you got?
On the ground, about 140 miles an hour sustained, which is reality.
Oh, that's actually reality, yeah.
Yep. And don't ask about the gusts.
Yeah, what's the gusts?
About 400 miles an hour.
Right.
And we're still recovering from that. We're trying to get back down to altitude here. And,
I was expecting a dud at the start of the stream. I'm glad that you actually flew into the storm now,
Yep.
and you didn't go off.
Yep.
Flip this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't looking so good on satellite.
Ah.
Call it a game glitch, but yeah, 350 knot gust. But let's say, alright, the lowest, the highest believable that we got was about 150 knots earlier in the northeast quadrant. Oh, now
Well,
we've
it
got
can
to
be
stop.
unlimited.
I don't know what the limit is. Okay, now we're lower. Let's try autopilot again. Well, no, we'll only do it when we get in the eye. But latest pressure estimate there is around 953, so already getting low. And I don't think we're near the center yet.
Are you still in the eye wall?
Looks like it.
No idea where you're seeing this data.
Let's get the
I
autopilot.
kinda know. I don't. You just have to look at where it says the mercury meter, the barometric pressure.
Yeah,
Autopilot.
it's still kind of significant.
Okay.
Oh my
so
God.
What? Anything. What's the
I
matter?
heard that. Insane.
You just about see the water
Maury-
in the distance down there.
Did Maury not catch that?
No. Yes, I think so, actually. Looks like things have settled down a little bit. We might be back into the eye, I'm not sure. Or shortly. Soon. Being lashed again here with rain. Oh. Now we're getting, now we're low. Here we are, we're just about to enter the eye and a little bit lower. Latest pressure estimate 951. And here we are, and it's settled down. And look at this, like the angle the plane has to fly here. You can just tell it's being buffeted by winds. They're not even that strong actually at the minute, but about 75 knots sustained here now that we've exited that area. And we're going too slow. That's what the problem is. That's why we're tilted like that. So if you didn't hear me above all the rain noise, the highest believable gust that we got was about 150 knots. And the highest sustained wind near the ground, 120 knots, 140 miles an hour. And that is in line with the real intensity. On satellite imagery right now in the real world, Erin is looking, I gotta say, pretty poor, and it's reminding me of Joaquin.
It is in that area.
Yes. Why have we gone? Oh.
Why have we... What?
What?
What? What?
We've entered the eye for the last time before we go back to base. Let's see if we can get a lower
Cool.
pressure estimate.
Right, sorry about that.
Hi Christian, how are
There's
you?
one.
Where have you been? Oh my gosh, they've just put us into another stall.
Autopilot.
Hello? Oh my god!
Oh,
Thanks,
no.
Autopilot, for throwing me into that crap. Really appreciate that, Autopilot.
Altitude.
Did everyone understand what just happened there? Because I don't
No,
think
I
they
don't.
did.
Altitude.
Basically, what happens is every few minutes, the game weather changes.
Altitude.
So when you think you've got, 1 second. How the hell am I supposed to turn this round? Okay, like that.
Hang on. Oh no, oh no, oh, I just saw it, I just saw it.
Right, I'm going to tell you what the deal is with that in a sec. Okay, this is bloody useless. I will
What's
tell
that?
you once I get this thing going into an actual something we can control. Would be nice. What happened was we were having a crosswind there of about 100 and probably over 100 knots, and then the game weather updated, and it changed it to I don't know. It's just done it again the other way. Now it's just thrown me into overspeed because it's gone from 100 knots of wind in one direction to 100 knots of wind in the opposite direction, and that is going to absolutely destroy anyone's flight. So unfortunately that is an occupational hazard. It's just done it again. Look, this time we've got altitude to possibly get out of it. I don't know. Look at that. It's just absolutely unhinged. And now it's just thrown us back up again. You see that? That is uncontrollable and unsustainable.
That must be a problem.
It'll be something to do with how the weather works in the game. Just completely crazy. Let's try and complete our job though and get another centre pass. But it's going to be mighty tricky if it's going to keep pulling that on us.
So that happens every few minutes.
At the minute, it's every few seconds.
Yeah,
Every
I see it.
second.
It's like every 20 seconds.
Let's try and get low enough to get a pressure fix. Latest we got was 951 just before we crashed and burned.
Crashed and burned.
Yeah.
It was water.
Well, I'm sure the plane would have
You just
still
hit the
exploded.
water. And for some reason, you didn't go in the water, you just
Yes,
bumped into
yes,
the
well.
water. Like, what?
Thank you, Jack.
That made me laugh. You go in the water, the water was just hard.
Yep. Yep. Just need to get a little bit lower to get the radio altimeter.
The radio
Wait, what?
altimeter.
Yep,
Wait,
there
what
it is.
strength was walking again?
I would say 145.
Okay.
Very ugly storm.
We're still heading into the eye here, I think, but there's a big cloud there and a storm that we're going to hit now, so things are going to get messy again. However, it doesn't look like the pressure's going to be any lower than it was earlier, so I think 948 is what the fix will be.
The Joaquin.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Keep saying it's.
We're okay. But it keeps throwing curveballs at me. Very violent.
Oh, for God's sake, I just realised the funny.
What?
I just realised the funny thing I could have said earlier when you were
Oh.
steering to the right or steering to the left all the time. Or something. I could have said,
No.
I understand it anyway.
Oh. Okay. I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
Nothing. So I guess now we're going to sample
find that out
the
later.
southwestern side again, because it looks like the centre is still this way, if you can believe that.
Oh, I see that big moon.
I don't know if we've passed it or not now. It's just this plane is just absolutely uncontrollable. I think we better call it a day. Hold on, actually we might have gotten a lower pressure here.
Read the land first.
949. Just got 949 there.
Where
Pardon?
did Christian go?
I don't know. Yeah, where did he go?
I thought somebody was just imitating him voice.
No, that was Christian. I saw him join.
Oh,
And he left literally right off.
I don't know.
It's not like him.
We'll ask him later. Well, he should have got home from work like around that time as well. Actually. Sure.
Yep, looks like 949 will be the lowest pressure that we get here. So I'm quite satisfied that we're finished here. So now we're going to fly up back into the eye and go to a higher altitude to take a look around and see what Erin's beautiful or not, as the case might be, eye looks like. And then after that we're leaving the storm. Because I've had enough of being nauseated.
No!
What?
I just
mean
closed,
no?
I closed the screen by accident.
The good news is it's not very far back to base. We're only flying back to Providenciales on the Turks and Caicos Islands. Here we are, we're back in the eye reaches of the eye again now, which looks a lot more pretty, usually.
When can it
Low speed. I didn't realise how powerful this plane was. Again, it sort of feels like the clouds gradually dissipate as you continue to play along. So I am going to do it one more time. I'm going to turn the weather off and on again. And see if we can get a more accurate representation of all sides of the eye wall. I think that does the trick. It'll change in a sec. Or maybe this is what it's given us, so I guess this is what we'll do. So that's, what's that? The southern side of the eye wall that we had so much trouble with. And the eastern side, which we had even more trouble with there. Oh, beautiful though. Beautiful clouds. The southern and eastern eye wall of Hurricane Erin, according to the simulator. Really weird. So that's sort of like not the eye, and this over here is the edge of the eye, and like where does the eye end and normal weather begin? I'm not actually sure, unless all of this is the eye, which I don't think it is. I'm very confused. I'm also a little bit confused as to why we aren't gaining speed. We're near full throttle. The speed brake on or anything, do we? Brake, no flaps, no gear. So, what did you think of the experience, Jack?
Well, that was I
Alarming.
was 6 times in the toilet. I don't know how we managed to get up to however high it was. Oh, that was completely beyond. No idea. But yeah,
Oh my
quite
god,
interesting.
there's another one. Imagine if you were just sitting there and the plane did that.
Yeah, like, oh, that could be dead then, wouldn't it? G-force.
Almost was.
Yeah, I mean, they must hurt hitting rock solid water.
I'm going to fly as much above the clouds as possible here and get a nice look back down into the storm. Fly as high as we can, and then we're going to drop back down to land in the Turks and Caicos. This is not on the aviation channel because it is a hurricane flight. We have elected to keep the virtual recon flights on the extra channel and any other aviation material on the aviation channel, which we also have. It's going very bright now. 25,000 feet. Hopefully we'll give you a nice another little look down into the eye. Yep, here it is. This is all Erin's eye. At least I think it is. I don't even know which part is and which part isn't anymore, but it's very pretty. Yeah, it all is. But according to this, the western side is pretty empty. Flown over those that eastern eye wall. Looking into the eye from the eastern eye wall here. you want to snap some photos? Jack wants to.
You just got back. Just say.
Reaching 30,000 feet now, so I'm actually quite surprised that these clouds don't go that high. The cirrus at the top, because in other storms before I've seen them get to 50,000 feet. We are again looking back towards the eastern eye wall of Hurricane Erin on the simulator. Really stunning. And we're still getting turbulence up here as well. See what those winds are up even at this level. 100 knots pretty much, gusting.
Doesn't make sense.
What?
Yeah, keep pod it, by the way.
Ben reckons I should be a real recon pilot.
Oh,
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, but it won't be me.
that is sick.
Huh? Oh, turbulence again. Right there into the east / maybe northeast side of the eye now. If you missed it, we did fly into the storm quite conclusively or comprehensively. The first place we ended up was the northeastern quadrant, where we found 120 knot sustained winds, 140 miles per hour, with gusts to 150 knots, 175 miles per hour. Then we sampled the eye and found a pressure of 948 millibars. Then we entered the eastern side of the storm, where we got some pretty strong winds there as well, but not as strong, 100 knots generally, gusting to about 140. And then we entered a glitch, where the flight sim decided that there'd be a little area near the edge of the eye wall where there would be 400 mile per hour winds. But we're not going to count that on the official report. Then we went back out, then back in again, and then the game started playing silly buggers and threw 100 knots at me from out of nowhere and stalled the plane and crashed a few times. And then we entered the eye again and got a pressure of 949, and then got bored of having to jockey this plane the whole time and then left. And now we're circling the upper reaches of the eye altitude-wise. We're nearly at 40,000 feet now. And we're still being hit really hard with winds and turbulence. Now we're looking at the northern side of the eye there. Really pretty at this altitude. And why is my plane sinking? Oh, we're nearly stalling, that's why. Let's get a little bit more speed back. So again, that's the northern side of the eye. Looking so nice down there. Oh dear. Nate is completely right. Oh, now sort of pirouetting around a little bit further, sort of looking northwest now. This is the whole of Erin's Eye. Really beautiful from a visual point of view when you look at this. Is it realistic? Not fully, but it is very pretty. And now we're gonna do one more circle, and then we're gonna turn, well, basically once our plane faces southwest, we will then be flying back all the way to Turks and Caicos, which isn't very far, and then landing, and that's going to be really exciting. And then taxiing to the gate or parking area will be even more exciting, Jack. Oh, he's gone.
There's gonna be some crazy. I'm here.
Hello.
There's gonna be some crazy steering, crazy.
Yeah,
left
no
turn.
steering anymore. It's okay, it's nice of you to join us. We're about to overspeed again. How did that happen? Just looking at another satellite image of the storm now. Southeastern side of Erin is shot. It is really, it's done right now. It's lost the red ring. Erin looking a lot worse than it did earlier today. A lot worse. Now we're more looking towards the southern side now. Southern eye wall there. So we've just passed 40,000 feet now. We're looking around at the storm on our way out. We've done most of the flight. We're just going back now to Turks and Caicos. In the real world, Recon did get in their last pass. Well, there are two missions that finished when we were doing this flight, but they didn't get anything new, really. It'll be interesting to see how strong this storm will be later today, if we get more flights, hopefully, and then because it does not look very impressive on satellite right now. Flying may have gotten janky there because I was looking at my other screens. Okay, I guess it's close enough to hand fly all the way back, so we're going to hand fly all the way back to the Turks and Caicos Islands, and to be honest, we probably want to start descending already.
Wouldn't you?
What's that?
What are you gonna fly with? Feet?
What?
How are you supposed to not hand fly?
Autopilot.
Oh.
But I'm now going to hand fly. It's about 120 miles, which is really not very far, and that does mean we descend pretty much straight away.
Is autopilot good?
Yeah,
Wow.
but we're not going to use
Why do you say it like? Why do you say it like I sound an idiot?
No. No way. Still, the airspeed had been thrown about a lot though, which is why we're getting the lower speed warnings. Still bouncing around a lot, making it difficult. Really a very, very strong storm. Hey Jack, why isn't Ethan in here?
What? Maybe?
He's in text.
Oh.
Oh my god, I can't type. There
I'm
we
not
go.
sure that.
Pardon?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. Okay, maybe not. Sorry about the noise again. Alright, so we'll be down soon. And we'll be very happy about that. So I'm getting a splitting head after seeing all this. Oh, Ethan's at work.
Of course so.
Outrageous.
He's not allowed.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to go to the
This is interesting. We need to start descending, but we're still over loads of Erin, and visibility is going to get bad. Oh well. I think this is just a little cloud layer actually, I can see underneath it. Yeah. And we're finally starting to get a bit more smoother on the flying now. We're getting further away from those winds.
I just realised I took a wrong turn.
And again, we'll be landing on Providenciales on the Turks and Caicos Islands. Which is the same place we took off from. I use that term lightly.
It is. We took off from.
Stream certainly didn't take off.
Uh-oh.
So we're still on our way down. Ethan, don't ask, really.
Because he also came about the, the
Well, Matt,
observation.
what we got in the storm? Well, northeastern side,
no.
we got 120 knots sustained, pretty much on the ground, gusting to 150 knots. Central pressure 948 millibars, both flight simulator records for me. And then we had a few glitches as well, which we don't talk about those.
Basically,
No!
think-
Why are you gonna spill the beans?
well, Ethan, just check the casual discussion.
Gonna speed up our descent a little bit. What are you doing, Jack?
Oh,
But definitely stick
Okay.
around from the landing, everyone, because I think that's also going to be quite fun. Or not.
that was funny.
Or terrible. I'm glad it's over. There's even a few thunderstorms on the way into the airport here by the looks of it, so things might get interesting. How far are we now? 70 miles. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, down. Well,
Just comments. Anything else you'd like to add, Jack?
um, I don't have much to add, really, no.
Okay.
We're leaving the storm,
Yeah,
and we're gonna learn,
that's right.
hopefully.
Won't be long now, it's only 50 miles. 60 miles. Drop that altitude a little bit quicker maybe. Or reduce speed. Let's get down there as quick as we can though. Still a bit turbulent at times. We're still at 25,000 feet, so let's throttle idle. Well, that is certainly going to be a flight to remember.
Like to remember. Why's Nick? Oh, yesterday.
Let's hope we've got the landing, Roscoe, because if we don't, I can't turn the plane once we land.
Probably won't learn to swim.
And if we get a nasty crosswind, then good luck. If there's any kind of crosswind, we are screwed for landing.
What?
What?
Nick just told me, yeah, I needed to east. I meant eat.
I see.
I see.
Looks like we'll be landing in those clouds somewhere. Which isn't going to be great because I'm only operating visually. So, good luck. Should be able to get a decent visibility down there at least. A little closer. Still see on that radar there's still a mean cell nearby. This whole cloud structure in front of us looks quite menacing in itself. Difficult for wanting to land. Reduce that speed a little more, bring the gear down in a sec. I know it sounds really early, but it will increase drag and we're going to need more drag. Still way too high, too fast. To the airport now. 35 miles.
That's 5 miles. That's not far at all. That's about the size of the eye. That was about the size of the eye.
Oh yeah. Yeah. 200 knots, so we'll be there in not very long at all. 10 minutes.
I wonder where Charles is.
We still hear thunder. There's a thunderstorm around here.
Oh.
We'll have to fly through some significant clouds to get down there.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah.
That's the clouds. Clouds.
10,000 feet. Still getting a real crosswind there. I think that's about 60 knots.
What? Hang on.
We're at altitude though, but it's gonna be windy when we land. This might be a difficult landing when you've got no rudder. Jack.
Yeah. very tough time.
Yes, I think we will. I wouldn't expect a butter landing, but if we do, then that's really going to be a miracle. And if we've got more than 10 knot crosswind, landing at all is going to be a miracle.
Yeah, have fun.
Which I'm sure we will have a 10 knot crosswind, because why not?
Have fun.
Thank you, Jack. Always supporting.
Of course.
These islands were quite sunny earlier when we were leaving. You know, we got a good view of a couple of them, and now we can't see any of it. Unless we're getting a bit of a break in the cloud now, are we? A little bit.
How many crashes have we had today?
Too many. But none of them were my fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Nearly at 3,000 feet now. It's probably going to be slightly lower than that with the barometric pressure. So we're actually descending too quickly when we're quite low now. Okay, we're not that low. Need a bit more now. There we go, it's 2,500 feet. So the pressure here is about 1,004. There is North Caicos, I think. Alright, let me just change the text. Landing sequence. Good luck with that. Ooh, weather's not so good down here now. In fact, it looks like there might be storms over the airport.
Oh.
So this is going to be a very interesting landing to watch.
Oh my. We're gonna.
What?
What?
What are you laughing at now?
Nothing.
It's making some muffins.
Making some muffins.
Right, we're nearly there, about 17 or 18 miles. I didn't know this plane went straight to flaps 15. Let's put them back down again. Alright everyone, look for the runway. Well, we're not quite at that point yet, but soon we're looking for the runway.
Yeah?
And let's hope we find it, Jack.
Oh my god. Landing will be hard. You've got to find it first.
Still 15 miles away. And then once we land, it'll be time to say finish. Which, if
Did
I
not
remember,
finish.
I will- did not finish. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Did not finish. What happened? No, I win.
We're nearly there, everyone.
Good times of random parts.
God, it feels like we're not getting any damn close, or what? We've got a big headwind which has slowed us down here. Let's get some
Remember
more
the
power
time?
on it.
Before Nathan crashes the plane and we all die.
We're not crashing. Still 12.5 miles to go.
We all have one time wrong.
What?
All your love ones everyone.
Yes, hold it. It may be the best thing you ever do.
And
12 miles to go. Why is this taking so long?
weird.
Gain some altitude for the time being. Drop back down again. Okay, 10 miles now. Now we're getting into it. Getting closer. Now I need to spot the airport. That would be nice if we could.
Okay. Stop the airport.
Spot the airport.
That would be a massive shame if you couldn't. What? So how would we even know?
What? Oh, don't worry. We'll get down there. Visibility is poor though. Raining. But I think the airport is just about to exit this cell, so I think we'll end up seeing the airport last minute as the weather starts clearing. We're only at 1,300 feet here, we barely see anything down there.
This is
Not
the
good.
end.
We have overshot that turn slightly now. Come on, a bit sharper. There we go. Okay, I see stuff. I see the airport though. Still just over 5 miles. I'm pretty sure it's an east to west airport. Wait a sec. Oh, is that it? Wait, no, that's not it. That's a road. Yep, no, we've not missed it yet. We're nearly there. Start some flaps. It's 500 feet. AGL. Here we are. Visibility starting to improve a little bit now. Near the other end of the storm. But we're getting buffeted by winds again here. This is going to make the landing really difficult when you've got no rudder, like I have. Useless rudderless plane. Alright, keep calm everyone. And we're only flying visually as well. That's also another slight issue.
Yep.
There it is, it's finally clearing. Is that the airport? Over there? Ah, man. It's somewhere here. Oh, there it is. I think. Is it? I don't know. Oh no. Oh, it is. It is the runway. Okay. We got it. That was a lucky guess. Now, normally you wouldn't do that visually because you cannot see anything. Oh, this is really bumpy. Really bumpy. Really bumpy. Turbulent. Brace.
Gonna crash.
Actually,
Gonna crash.
hold on. Might be okay. Let's just get us down. Come on. Oh, yes.
Gonna crash.
No, we've done okay.
Oh, for me, you're still in the air.
Ooh. Ah, not a crash landing for once. That's good. Oh, big sigh of relief there. Well, that was a fantastic flight into Hurricane Erin. We caught believable winds of 140 miles per hour on the ground with 175 mile per hour gusts. However, we also encountered several glitches. One of them was the wind direction changing by 200 knots in a millisecond, causing me to crash on multiple occasions. Obviously doesn't happen in real life. And then there was also the 350 knot gust that we got on the eastern side of the storm's eye wall.
Well, Christian's claiming that he didn't join the call at all earlier.
We're going to stop in the same place that we started, pretty much, right here.
Yeah.
And the plane can be controlled. Excellent. This really pleases me. That was a good landing sequence. I enjoyed that.
That was good, yeah.
Parking brake. Everybody off. Ah, not that one. Whichever one's controllably. The engines are turning off.
There we are. What a-
They will. I don't know how to turn these engines off.
Oh, hello there, Marshall. We crashed about
That's how.
7 times.
Yeah, something like that. That was the plane we flew today. And I'm off for a walk now, so ta-ta.
Going for a walk. Oh my god, what?
See you later, guys. We'll have more coverage on the Force 13 main channel. I don't know if we'll have a bulletin tonight or not. We'll have to see how Erin is doing. But if it's looking interesting tomorrow, maybe we'll do another flight.
Oh.
But for the time being, that was Hurricane Erin. We got a pressure estimate at the center of 948 millibars. The most impressive recon flight I've ever done in terms of observations. We got the strongest winds and the lowest pressure I've ever captured in a Force 13 extra recon flight, or any time I've been flying on the flight simulator. I do a lot of them on my own as well, off stream. So that was most impressive and really quite stressful, because in reality it would be too. Thanks to Jack and others for joining us on today's stream as well. It was good to have you with us. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.
Oh, well, look at that. Well done, Christian.